Why are there so many spellings of Hanukkah, and which one is right? It's that time of year. The menorah's in the window, the Chanukah if you're a stickler, the smell of cooking oil is in the air, and the least important holiday of the Jewish calendar is here. I'm talking Hanukkah, and yes, it's not even the most important holiday that happens during Hanukkah. But there's one thing nobody can agree on, and it's not latkes or donuts, it's not applesauce or sour cream. No, it's how do you spell the name of this holiday? Today I'm doing a quick language bite where I'll explain why there's so many spellings for Hanukkah and definitively settle which one is correct. Like and subscribe, and before I get into it, leave me a comment with your preferred spelling and or preferred topping for latkes. Bonus points for creativity, bonus points also for tradition. Okay, so there are 5 reasons for this confusion. I tried to come up with 8, but there are 5. 1. The name is not English, or French, or whatever. It comes from Hebrew, which has a different sound system and a different writing system, so it has to be transliterated. The name of the holiday has a sound in it that many languages don't have, although the terminally pretentious have it in precisely 2 words in English, and they'll never let you forget it. It's like the sound in Johann Sebastian Bach, or in Loch Ness. That's why you sometimes see CH at the beginning to represent that sound. But other styles of transliteration use a permanently capital H, and still others use X, which is basically using the International Phonetic Alphabet character for ch. The word in Hebrew also has a dagesh, which means historically the k sound used to be geminate, that is, long, like in Italian mucca. But now those aren't long. They just also don't sparantize, that is, become ch when other related sounds now do, because of historical processes. To complicate things, not all varieties of Hebrew in all times and places pronounce that first sound as ch, and some still say h for chai. 2. It's not even always being borrowed directly from Hebrew. What? That's right, sometimes we're talking about communities who speak or come from ancestors who spoke Yiddish, or Judeo-Persian, or Judeo-Arabic, or Ladino. And on top of that, even if we just look at Yiddish, transliteration from that is a mess. Tons of people add letters that make it look like modern German, preserving historical sounds in German that didn't ever exist in Yiddish. What you might know as schmuck is a Germanicized version of schmuck. Schlemiel? Schlemiel. Schlemazel? Forget about it. There is a standard transliteration of Yiddish following Yivo, but that's followed by less than a million of dorks who want to read Shulam Aleichem, but never speak Yiddish to actual contemporary people, and who don't like how living Yiddish speakers pronounce their words. Shulam Aleichem. I'm mostly joking, I kind of love Yivo, and my preferred transliteration is the Yiddishized Hanukkah, but Yivo is contested, and it came out of a sort of national identity respectability politics framework, and their standard was never widely adopted. 3. So you know how Yivo tries to be an organization like the Académie Française? Well, the US and plenty of other places don't have a pretentious body of immortals, that's the Academy, not Yivo, who declare what is and isn't correct by fiat. So you want to spell it Hanukkah? Go ahead. Nobody can stop you. 4. English isn't the only language. I know, right? So people are transliterating it into French, Hanukkah, which doesn't even have the ch sound, but they're kind enough to make at least not the h muet, and Spanish speakers use J for that. I know Chag Hanukkah Sameach is Chag Hanukkah Sameach, but every time I see it, including reading it on the teleprompter right now, I wonder who is Janice Samij, and what does it mean to jag somebody, and what did she ever do to me to deserve that? Unless it's nice, in which case, I still don't think I know her well enough for that. 5. With all these options, the spelling of the name allows everyone to add some personal flair. How I spell it might indicate my stance towards both Talmud Torah and secular learning, my stance towards Hebrew versus Yiddish, even my stance towards myself. I like Hanukkah because it's playfully self-conscious, it's Hamish, and it's a nod towards secular erudition while still not capitulating to total assimilation. I'm looking at you, Hanukkah. This is what linguists sometimes refer to with the term indexical field, all of the things a speech act evokes, and with the term identity construction. But also, insert old canard here about X Jews, X plus N opinions such that N is a non-zero number. What's the right way to spell it? Well, the answer is Hanukkah, but if you're not writing in Hebrew, standards in English are Hanukkah or Hanukkah, both of which have their flaws, and standard transliterated from Yiddish is Hanukkah. But really, it's up to you, just like the choice between latkes and sufganiyot, or applesauce and sour cream. Just so long as you don't put ketchup on your sufganiyot, Janice. If you like what I'm doing with the channel, please like and subscribe. I have a Patreon, and good news everybody, we got Anders back. Shout out to my new patrons, Spanish Input, Peter Kolb, Sarah Shaw Tatoon, Blake, Dylan Hartwig, Anders Torgerson, and my VIP patron, Paul H. Keep an eye on the Patreon because there will be exclusive content there very soon. I'll be back on a more regular schedule shortly, and like I promised in my last video, my next full-length video is going to be very spicy. Until next time, Chag Sameach and happy holidays, whatever you celebrate.